What is up, Astro fans, and welcome back to another video right here on Astro Show. Today we've got we're gonna do something a little different. I know it's 2 days already into the season, actually 3 days already into the season, 2 days into the Astro season, but we are gonna make some 2020 MLB playoff predictions, season predictions. We're gonna see what my predictions are for the World Series, who makes the playoffs, who doesn't. And basically, let's just get into it and let's see who wins the World Series. So we are going to move to the bracket. Here we are. And what I got is for the first side of the American League, the first round of the American League, at the number 1 seed, yes, I do. Yes, I do have our Astros. I have our Astros at the number 1 record in the AL, as well as the Yankees coming up as number 2. It might be close, it might not. I just believe our boys are gonna prove some people wrong this year. Definitely gonna prove some people wrong. And I'm not making it to where these guys get to pick, the top 3 get to pick. These are just by seedings. I don't know who they're going to pick because I think it is by 1, 2, and 3 seeds get to pick who they want to play. But for this, we are just going by rankings, by seeding. So in that case, number 3 seed who comes up is the Minnesota Twins. I believe they will win the Central. Those are your top 3 seeds, your division winners. And then coming in at number 4, the runner-up in the American League East, the Tampa Bay Rays. Yes, the Rays had a great season. I believe they will finish ahead of the Red Sox this year. Just not quite to that tier of beating the Yankees yet. But the Rays do make the playoffs as a runner-up. And then the A's come in next, and they are the number 5 seed. The A's are a tough team. We will have to battle them in the West, but I think we will pull far enough ahead of them, and they will become the runners-ups. I don't know why the A's logo looks like that. Sorry about that. It's just going to have to stay like that. Number 6 seed comes in as the Chicago White Sox. I do believe they will be the runner-up in the Central. The White Sox have made a lot of moves, including former Astro Dallas Keuchel. They got Yasmani Grandal as their starting catcher, James McCann as their backup catcher. They have some good players. They made some good moves. Nomar Mazara from the Rangers. I still don't understand why the Rangers made that deal, but they have him as well. That team is a pretty good team, and I believe they will make it far in the playoffs this year. And then coming in at number 7, I have the Boston Red Sox. The Boston Red Sox have lost Mookie Betts. They've lost a lot of guys. Colin McHugh is not pitching for them this year. They lost David Price in the Mookie Betts trade. They have lost a lot of guys. They don't have the pitching staff I thought they might have, so that's why they come in at number 7. They're going to get one of the wild card spots, and the pitching staff's going to get them through. I just don't know if they're going to get all the way through the playoffs. And then coming in at number 8, yes, we are going to get Mike Trout back in the postseason. Mike Trout will be in the postseason this year, and Ohtani, I believe, will take them to the postseason along with Trout, as well as they got Anthony Rendon. Dylan Bundy has to pitch well. That is a close one. That one can go either way between the Angels, Indians, or Rangers. I don't know who it's going to be, but it's going to be one of those 3 teams. So I put the Angels in there. Mike Trout should be back in the postseason this year. And yeah, so let's move on to the National League. The National League number 1 seed comes in as the National League West champions, the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers are just so good right now. I don't see how they don't win the West. They got the Giants. They got the Rockies. They got the Diamondbacks. The Padres can give a run for their money, but I don't think they're going to reach the Dodgers level quite yet. Coming in at number 2 seed is the NL East champions, the Atlanta Braves. They are still a stacked team. They will beat out the Washington Nationals, the 2019 World Series champs. They will beat out the Braves will beat out the Nationals. I just don't know if the Nationals will have their stacked team again. They have the same team as last year. They just made a late surge at the end. This is only a 60-game stretch, so I don't know how good they will be in that 60-game stretch. And then we go to the third seed. It is the NL Central Division winners, Cincinnati Reds. The Reds definitely made some moves this offseason. Adding Mike Moustakas, adding Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer, I hate Trevor Bauer still, don't get me wrong. Tyler, oh, good old Tyler. They also have Sonny Gray. But the Reds are going to be great this year. They're going to have a good bullpen. They're going to have a good starting rotation. They have a good defense. It is a all-around good team. Hopefully they have Votto come back to his normal self. And I believe the Reds can make it to the playoffs and absolutely win their division. And I believe they can make it far in the postseason. Coming in at number 4 seed, we have the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers are just that team in the Central that will get runner-up, will fight for first place, but end up getting second place in their division behind the Reds. It's just one of those teams that stays there. They got a lot of veterans on their team. It's just, I don't know if they're going to complete it. I just think the Reds are all around a better team this year. For some reason, I am a big Reds believer this year. And that is why the Brewers are number 4. Number 5 is the Philadelphia Phillies. They didn't show out too great the first 2 games of the season, but I believe Joe Girardi will turn it around, and they will have a wonderful season. Bryce Harper will have a great year and lead the Phillies to a postseason run. Then coming in at number 6 is the San Diego Padres. Yes, that is a kind of a shocker. The Padres will be the runner-up in the NL West behind the Dodgers. Their division is just not that great, and I believe the Padres are the second best team in that division. They have a stacked bullpen, stacked rotation. Tatis Jr. will hopefully play a full year this year. Will Myers comes out of nowhere, hopefully, and Eric Hosmer, I believe, will have a stacked year. I mean, I am a full believer in the San Diego Padres as well, and we just watch out for that. What a game that would be, the Cincinnati Reds versus the San Diego Padres, 2 teams that have lately been not great in the regular season, and they have not made the postseason in a long time. But coming in at number 7 is the Washington Nationals. They will get one of the wild card games, but it's that 60-game stretch that is very concerning to me. I don't know how good they will be. It's up in the air with the Nationals. Scherzer can be on. Strasburg is already scratched, so who knows when he's going to come back. If that was just a slight bad thing, I don't know. But the Nationals, I believe, will end up getting a wild card spot and be playing the Braves. And then coming in at number 8 is the Chicago Cubs. The Chicago Cubs are just that team that hangs around, new manager and David Ross. It's one of those teams you just always feel like are going to be like that decent team that can get the runner up. It's up in the air. It's between them and the Cardinals, was my opinion. I don't know who exactly will get the last wild card spot, but I believe the Cubs will. That is my final answer, and the Cubs will be in the postseason. All right, coming in after the first round, the wild card game, the Astros versus the Angels. It's a 3-game series, all played at the higher seed, higher ranking, higher record team stadium, and that would be played in Minute Maid Park, and I believe the Astros will for sure take out the Angels. That is without a doubt at home. The Astros will finish them off, and the Angels will be eliminated. So we move down to the Rays and A's. It will be played in Tropicana Field. The Rays and the A's played in the wild card round last year, and the Rays were able to take them out in a 1-game series It is a 3-game series now, but I still believe the Rays have a better pitching staff to get them through that. So the Rays are my wild card winner. And then we got the Yankees and Red Sox. The Yankees are just too good. It's going to be in New York. It's going to be in the Bronx. And there's no way the Red Sox get past them. It is definitely going to be the Yankees. And then here comes an interesting one. You got the Twins and White Sox. This can be a toss-up. It is I think the White Sox will be just behind the Twins in their division. So it will be a good matchup, good wild card game, good wild card series. It'll be played in Minnesota, but I do believe the Chicago White Sox pull it off and head to the ALDS. And then we go to the National League as we have the Dodgers versus Cubs. The Dodgers are just too stacked this year. It's definitely going to be the Dodgers as they move on to the ALDS. There's nothing really to say about it. It's just the Dodgers will be much better than the Cubs, and they will definitely win it. Then we got the Brewers and Phils. This is another toss-up one. I believe Bryce Harper will carry them to the ALDS. He'll hit like a walk-off home run in Game 2 or Game 3, and the Phils will definitely be there. Actually, it won't be a walk-off because according to this, they will be in Milwaukee. But we will have the Phils win. He'll hit a go-ahead home run. How about that? They will be playing the Dodgers in the ALDS. And then we move on to the Braves and Nats. The Braves are just too good. I don't see any way the Nats get ahead of them, but who knows? And that's another just toss-up game. Strasburg has to be healthy. Scherzer has to be on his game. If they aren't, then definitely the Braves. If they are, it's going to be a close one. It could be the Nats if they're on their game, but I do believe the Braves will be able to move on. And then we got the Reds and Padres. This is another toss-up one. There's a lot of toss-ups this offseason. This postseason. And I just believe the Reds are going to have that year. They're going to be their magical year. It's going to be their return to greatness, and the Reds will be in the ALDS to take on the Braves. As we move on to the ALDS in the American League, it will be the Rays versus the Astros, best of 5 series, just like normal. It starts to be normal from here on out. And the Rays and Astros played last year in the 2019 ALDS, took it to 5 games, but I believe the Astros will win it in 4 games this year and move on to the ALCS. Will we have a rematch in the ALCS this year between the Astros and Yankees? I don't believe so, because I think this will be an upset for the Chicago White Sox. I believe the White Sox will somehow pull it off in 5 games. And it will be Astros White Sox in the ALCS. A throwback to 2005 World Series when it was the Astros versus White Sox, and the White Sox swept the Astros in the World Series. Hopefully we have a different story here in 2020 ALCS, but Astros versus White Sox. There it is. As we move on to the NLDS for the Dodgers and Phillies. Dodgers, once again, they're just too good. I don't see the Phillies being able to stop them. They got stacked pitching. Hopefully, maybe Clayton Kershaw will be back by then. And it's just, there's no way the Phillies are getting by them. I don't see it. Then we got the Braves and Reds. Once again, I am a believer in the Reds this year. The Reds are just going to be stacked this year. I don't see it. Once they get on a roll, I don't see them stopping. I just don't see them stopping. And I see the Reds going all the way to the championship series against the Dodgers. And then we go back to the ALCS. Who's going to be in the World Series? Of course, it's going to be our Houston Astros. The Astros are going to be on a roll in this. I don't see the White Sox being able to finish them off. Dallas Keuchel will make his return to Houston in this series. And there's no way the Astros don't win it. I believe there will be a sweep in this game, or either that or Game 5. Astros will win it in 4 or 5. And then we got the NLCS between the Dodgers and Reds. This is where I believe the Reds will fall. They'll just run out of gas. just think the Dodgers will have too much depth and the Reds will fall down and eventually be eliminated. And here it is. Our 2017 World Series rematch is now in 2020. Astros versus Dodgers in the World Series. Who do we believe will win the World Series? That will be your Houston Astros. That is for sure. Houston Astros coming out on top, your 2020 World Series champions. And it is a good one. I think this will be a great World Series again, like it was back in 2017. I hope it doesn't go to 7 games. I'm thinking it's going to be six games, maybe 7. For sure, at least 6 games, possibly 7. Who knows? But this will be a great World Series. 2 strong teams this year, and I believe our Astros will pull it out. But that's all I got for you today, guys. Houston Astros, your 2020 World Series champs. It is going to be a fun one. Drop your predictions down below in the comments. Tell me who y'all think y'all's world champion will be and what the World Series matchup will be as well. That's all I got for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and go Stros. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, comment down below, subscribe. Yes, you gotta subscribe, as well as hit the bell for notifications on when I post. Also, go check out the videos to the right. You will enjoy those.